everyone, welcome to a new video. So, I know Valentine's Day has already passed, but I'm filming this right now when Valentine's Day is around the corner. Years ago I posted a video of me making the Pizza Planet sign, and my boyfriend, who really loves these kind of signs, kind of showed interest towards having such a sign. So today I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna make him this sign. So I talked about going onto the Disney college program a few times already, but my boyfriend was also there, and the reason why I chose this sign was because he started in Tomorrowland attractions, but then he went to Fantasyland merchandise. So this was a kind of a funny transition sign. So I'll be mainly using my experience of making the Pizza Planet sign, but it shows you that you can basically apply this technique to making every similar style sign. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and let's go! So before I filmed the intro, I cropped the sign from a picture I took during the program, and to make sure all sides are even, I mirrored the picture both horizontally and vertically. I used a wall art generated to print the sign across 3 sheets of A4 paper. I wanted a big sign but not waste too much paper, so this way I used 3 sheets instead of 6. The website generates a PDF file which I then printed. I aligned and taped it and basically created a prototype. Cardboard is a very accessible material to work with, so I collected some that are big enough to fit the sign. I cut out the size of the sign 3 times. The middle layer will be the actual sign and needs the smoothest, prettiest surface. The bottom will just strengthen the sign, so it doesn't have to be perfect, and the top layer will be for the border. So when there are imperfections, it's fine as long as it's in the middle, as it will be cut away anyway. So I cut the border of the paper so I had a stencil to also recreate this on cardboard. To avoid reprinting the sign, I was careful each time I cut the paper version, as I'll need it in later steps as well. After tracing it on cardboard, it is important to cut carefully, as each cut will be visible as this is the top layer. For some rough edges, I used sandpaper to make it a little smoother. To recreate the bolts, I used adhesive googly eyes. I measured the bolts before I went to the store and tried to find either googly eyes or protective stickers of the same size. I needed 30 of those. To place them correctly, I simply poked holes in the center of each bolt. These googly eyes were strong enough on their own, so extra glue was not necessary. As I was slowly getting ready to paint, I glued the bottom and the middle layer to each other using hot glue. Cutting the letters was very tedious, but it needed a lot of attention. So I counted the letters because I didn't want to cut out each letter from the paper version. Again, it's important to be careful with the stencil itself, as it will be useful when the letters have to be glued on. I I traced the letters on thinner cardboard and had to cut them all out. I started painting by first doing the blue base, which I mixed myself with acrylics. While that was drying, I used spray paint for the letters and the border. The silver paint on the border was very nice and gives the sign a shiny touch. The letters were on the other hand not covered well enough, so I went back with acrylics to also make the letters opaque white. I let everything dry for a while and checked if everything was complete. Then the fun part could begin. In case the border is too small for the base, make sure to cut the base a little before gluing everything together. But again, do it in small steps because you don't want to cut away too much. I used hot glue in the parts with bolts. This did create some issues with warping of the cardboard, so after every corner and center was glued, I also made sure to stick the thinner parts also to the base. The glue dries pretty fast when only a little is used, so make sure you work fast but neatly. To glue on the letters, put in the stencil within the borders and simply fill all the holes created by the letters. It's important to not use too much glue as you don't want any glue to become visible. So I thought I could freehand the other letters, but I didn't want to risk misplacing them, so I ended up cutting the other letters from the paper version as well. As I placed the beginning and the end of each line, I didn't need the full stencil anymore. And that's it. I personally really like how the sign turned out, and I really hope my boyfriend does too. He really liked my Pizza Planet sign, so I just wanted to give a very small, thoughtful gift. And I mean, if he doesn't like it, this video is not gonna show up anyways. This technique to create a sign is very flexible, easy, and inexpensive, so I hope you like this video, and thanks for watching.